Hi, my name is TJackson. I'm a graduating Master of Public Health student at OSU. Back in 2018-19, I served as a team leader with City Year at a TPS high school. At least twice a week, a team would come to me with questions regarding sexual health. Due to the constraints of my job, I was unable to provide them with adequate answers and would often have to refer them to another adult. The problem was there wasn't enough adults that they felt comfortable enough to talk with. One time, a teen came to me and asked where she can get a pregnancy test. At that moment, there was nothing I could do to help her. All I can do was hope to say, who could I refer her to that she would actually speak with? I was stumped. This unmet need has been sitting with me since my time at City Year. I saw the Schweitzer Fellowship as an opportunity to address it. When meeting with organizations, Amplify Youth Health Collective was one that I met with. I decided to ask them what their need was before I told them about my passion. What I was told was a parent/trusted adult education was something that they were interested in. In fact, Amplify's core value is parents/caregivers are the first and primary sexuality educators for children. This is when I knew that this partnership was a match made in heaven. Over the course of the year, I met with 4 cohorts and we met 4 times. We discussed topics such as personal values, consent, risk reduction, and many more. This program impacted the participants and Amplify. First, the participants, because they would develop relationships due to the vulnerability and sensitivity that these sessions offered. This was important because they could share best practices and problem solve. What we learned over the course of the program was that parents wanted to have these conversations. They just needed the tools and resources to do so. One participant thanked me after a session because it allowed her to think outside of her own personal box and understand new perspectives. She told me that it opened her eyes to our alternative way of thinking. Because of the pandemic, most of my participants would spend all day on Zoom for work, yet they would still come to the virtual sessions during those evenings. I was so impressed and amazed by the dedication. These parents were committed to fighting the same cause that wanted me to start the program in the first place. This program also impacted Amplify because this summer they will be revamping it to make it their own. It also helped to launch a similar program for Spanish speakers. My experience as a Schweitzer Fellow has impacted my journey because it made me change the career option. I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician my entire life. However, I'm certain that I want to be an OBGYN. My goal is to continue to normalize the conversation of sexual health. I want to continue to expand upon this topic regardless of the setting. I can say that I created this program from nothing but a topic. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been a Schweitzer Fellow. It allowed me to fall in love with the process of creating something that I was passionate about. There was times this year where I felt overwhelmed, thinking that this program may not get the support it needed due to the stigma behind the content. However, the team of mentors that I had this year believed in my vision. They gave me the boost I needed to not only think I can do it, but actually do it. Not only did I launch this program, but parents showed up every week. I created something that made a real impact on parents, on Amplify, and my journey. This experience gave me confidence. I kept hearing from past fellows to be flexible, but this year pushed me in ways that I never knew I can be tested. I learned to not only be dedicated to the outcome, but to the entire process. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been a Schweitzer Fellow. It allowed me to fall in love with the process of creating something that I was passionate about, and then gave it back to the community. Thank you.